know me as Green Guy. That would be correct. And this is my 10-year anniversary video. It is 6 a.m. right now, golden hour. I'm on top of a small mountain and it's really quiet. It's a really good time to do this, I think, and that's why I chose today. I heard that it was gonna be for 3 weeks from now it was still gonna rain. It's been raining a lot this summer. This was the one time in 3 weeks where it's gonna be sunny outside, so I had to take the chance. I had to. I mean, of course. Yeah. When this video comes out, July 17th, my YouTube channel officially turns 10 years old. I'm sure that a lot of you didn't know, and fair enough, why would you? It's not really something you keep track of. Of course I do, it's my channel, and of course I want to do this video then because it's a really big thing for me. It's a really big thing. Because not only does it mean 10 years since I made a YouTube channel, it signifies a lot of other things. I'm gonna name them now, such as 10 years of content making on YouTube, among other things. I'm gonna get into those later. And probably the most important thing, it means 10 years of my life, which at this point would be more than half of my life. And that's kind of what got me to make this video, to think, this channel has been around for that long. Yeah, I'm going to talk about a few things, whatever I want to, because it's my video and it's my moment. I'm gonna talk a little about the future of the channel, of course, because maybe that seemed a little weird, which, fair enough. Yeah, we're gonna do our best. I haven't got I don't think I've gotten an hour of sleep, no sleep at all. But I'm determined to do this, I'll try. So maybe to start off things, let's put it into perspective, how long it really has been. When I made this YouTube channel back in July of 2015, I was not even 9 yet. I was 8 years old. I was turning 9 in a month, so I was 8 for another month. But yeah, I was 8 years old, and I just made my very first real YouTube channel. No, maybe that's not true, but it was one of my very first YouTube channels where I was actually gonna upload stuff, and it was all for my Scratch account, MX8 Games. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Might as well go now, actually. Yeah, that's how I started on the internet, which was also basically 10 or 11 or 12 years back. I started Scratch. That was, I think, 2015 though. Yeah, I was just doing my little thing, games, whatever you had to do, because you guys know Scratch. Maybe you don't. I'll just explain quickly. Scratch is basically a little a website where you can do you make games and stuff with coding, but the coding is simple. It's just block coding. You just put things together and it makes the game for you, I guess, which is perfect for an 8-year-old, me in this case. And that's why I fell in love with it, because that's why I fell in love with the internet as well, because of Scratch. And I fell in love with Scratch because it was fun. That's where it all roots in. I wanted to have fun. But yeah, I was just making games, mostly FNAF games, because it was the year before FNAF came out, and that was the crazy thing in the school, and it was still the craze for me. It was that year when FNAF 3 and FNAF 4 came out, and I was those were the most hyped days of my life, man. Nah, that's probably not true, but you know what I mean. It was hype for the time. I thought, of course, I had to make a YouTube channel for that. I had to make a YouTube channel for my Scratch account. I had to expand the network. I had to expand the brand. So yeah, I made my very first YouTube channel July 17th, 2015, for my Scratch account. Not my very first YouTube channel, but for my Scratch account. And I called it same name as my Scratch account name, MX8 games, which was, I thought that was just, it was like the same thing everyone did back at that time when they were like small kids, you know, like gibberish, because it sounded cool. I have no idea what MX8 means, but it sounded cool. And for some reason that also screamed to me black and green, because that was the colors of my like whole thing, you know, a black background, green text. I thought that was badass, you know, maybe because I did like Ben 10 as well, you know, that could have contributed to it. I don't know. But yeah, that's how it all started. That's where I began. And then just eventually I started uploading things in like December. That was the first video came out, I think 31st of December, very end of the year. And it was like MX8 games, play some Scratch FNAF fan games. That was the very first video. Of course, that video for some reason got taken down. I have no idea what. I didn't get any notification or anything. It was just gone someday, which sucks because we only have part 2 now. That was uploaded like a couple of days later in 2016. But yeah, you can go watch that if you want to. I could maybe even put up on the screen right now if I feel like it. It's not really a fun watch, you know. It's kind of like, you know, a 9-year-old being a 9-year-old. You know how kids be. And around 2016, sometime that year, you know, I stopped making content on the MX8 Games channel. Just because, I don't know, I didn't care too much about Scratch anymore. I don't know what it was. Either way, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something else. The other thing, I'm just gonna try something new. And the new thing I did was Minecraft Let's Plays.
Hello, gentlemen, Salem.
That's all you're ever gonna see of those videos, okay? Yeah, and since then it has snowballed into whatever it is now. I just upload whatever I want. But yeah, there isn't really much else to talk about how it all started. That's how it started. The YouTube channel when I was 9 years old. And then I've just made videos. Maybe in 2017 I made the first Roblox video on the channel. I had a channel before that, which was for my other account. I can mention that as well, you know, that I don't know where that channel is now. I think it's gone completely, but that was like 2015, 2016 when I made a couple of videos on my old account. And yeah, 2017 I tried to make Roblox Let's Plays. Hey, here's something, shit. Well, yeah, yeah, then I started making Roblox videos, and that did really well, and I also had a lot of fun doing it, so yeah, that's why I kept doing it, because it was fun. First and most importantly, I guess, I don't know. I could talk about the future of this channel now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. The future of the channel. Which automatically means also that this is basically Roblox talk, because that's kind of the thing, the content that's gonna come up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a little more Roblox content sooner or later. At least I hope so. I don't want to promise anything now, because I remember that I used to always like promise things, like animations. I would make an animation, or at least start making it, and then I would post it on the community board on my YouTube channel. And I would say something like, this is the next animation, this is gonna be so cool, it's gonna be this and it's gonna be that. And then I just didn't post it or I didn't finish it. Because yeah, I kind of grew bored making it, or like I lost interest. That's a thing I had that was really bad back then. Why a lot of my animations were like really short, because I had very short, like, how do you say it? There was only so much time before I stopped caring about it. Maybe we can say that. Like, I had this basically this principle. It wasn't an actual principle, but it's now looking back, it kind of feels like I had it inside, like my inner clock. You know, it was that if I didn't make the animation, like I didn't finish it in at least like 1.5 days, and then finish the editing in 1 hour or 2 hours, then I would just slowly, or not slowly, I would instantly lose interest in the video, and I would just scrap the animation. And that's bad. That's really bad, looking back. Like, that's something I'm gonna talk about first. If I'm gonna make more animations or more content, I'm going to do a lot more quality control. I'm going to take my time with the animations. I did that with the New Year videos, so I'm gonna do this now as well. And I'm also going to do a little better with the animation, because that's something I did. Some of you already know this, but when I animate, I do it frame by frame, stop motion frame by frame, not Moon Animator, not like any animation plugin or anything like that. Literally frame by frame, screenshots, and that has done so much. First of all, I guess it has done so much wonders for me, because that's what I've been doing all this time. So it has gotten me this far, but also it has held me back really badly. I have not been able to improve like at all, which has been for the most part fine when it's just been me wanting to have a little fun animating something when I'm bored, you know, and that's completely fine with me. But now thinking about it, I think I could have a lot more fun if it looked better, you know. Like if I improved, I would be a lot more happy with myself as well. So yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. For example, when I animated, I used to animate like this. I did the scene, and then if it looked bad, I didn't like how it looked, I would just keep it in. I would just not do it again. I wouldn't, because I would have to start over again if I wanted to do it again. And I didn't want to start over again because it would take too long. So I would just keep like bad shots in the actual like animations, and it meant I was very dissatisfied with a lot of the animations. And why often when people told me, oh, great animation, you know, I felt like, no, no, it could have been so much better, man, if I did something. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Try. I guess I'll always just, at the end of the day, try. That's all I can promise, you know. I'm going to try to make some more content. That's basically the gist of it. Or at least try. And then I guess the uploads will stop just whenever I lose interest or whenever I feel like it. It's just gonna happen, you know. I've had a couple projects that I might still do. For example, the big project for me is that I had an idea for a feature-length Roblox animation film, and I was really dead set on making that one time. But I didn't put the pen to paper. I just need to do that. I just need to start writing. I did write, actually. You can put it up here. I did write a couple of pages. Actually blur that out, don't show that. But yeah, I'm gonna do that whenever I get maybe a little more motivation to do it again. It probably won't happen anytime soon, I can't promise, because I'm talking like an hour of animation. It's not gonna work. Also, whenever that happens, whenever I'm done with the script, and I might need a lot of more help, you know, for example, voice acting. I'm gonna need a few voice actors, and I'm gonna need some guest animators to help me with some scenes, just to make it a little easier. But yeah, like I said, don't expect it anytime soon. Don't maybe even expect it at all, because it might just not happen. I don't know. But I've been dead set on that, and it's been a little more like a passion project. It's been more like a movie I wanted to actually make, also in real life. But I'm doing it wanted to do it in Roblox, because I can animate there, and because it gives me a lot more freedom with creativity. I get to like, because I live in Finland, man. We got, for example, I wanted to have in one scene. I'm not gonna spoil too much of my idea, but I wanted to, for example, have a desert. And in Finland, we don't have any deserts. I mean, that's a given. So how can I do that? I can do it here in Roblox. Really easy, man. I just changed the base plate to like a beige, and I got a desert, man. That's awesome. Yeah, and if I want to like have weird like movements, and I want them to be exactly like how I want them, I can do that with animation. It's a lot harder, you know, with actors. Also, I don't have enough actors for that thing. That's why I'm talking about voice actors. People online probably could be helpful with that, although I don't know too many now, because I don't interact with I don't interact online so much anymore. Not like in chat forums and shit. But yeah, that might happen. That might happen, a movie. But I guess that's gonna be almost like a year or two away, if that ever happens. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see. I can't promise more than that. And that's basically the gist of it. That's all. I did not have too much to say, I hope. I could probably go on and on, but I don't know, there's not anything of value to talk about. I'm just gonna talk about my story. Man, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares, alright? Alright? That's your bitch, though. I'll keep making content. We'll see how long I do it. I'm just gonna upload randomly, like I always do. Maybe a little more frequent. I don't know. I don't want to promise that, man. I don't want to promise more frequent uploads. I really don't want to promise anything. But yeah, like I've been saying this entire video now, we'll see. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll end this video off with a little musical number I did, a little piano piece. Yeah, I'll do that. And that's about it. I'll do that. I'll do that. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking by. And of course, thank you for 10 years of YouTube.